Hello YouTube, this will be a review of the Intermountain ES44DC HO scale locomotive. This is the ES40DC model, the Norfolk Southern, and I guess that's it. I ordered it from Ulrich Models. You may be able to see here up at the top it says Ulrich Models, and it took, I guess, 5 days total, 3 business days with UPS ground. So let's get a unboxing here for you. This is the box here, arrived today, and we'll just cut across here, like so. Alrighty, so here we got our packaging here. Our invoice thing, which I will read first. Dear customer, thank you for your purchase, yada yada yada. Now, I contacted Intermountain several months ago when I got this to try to get replacement handrails for my BNSF, but unfortunately I don't see them in here. So what we're going to do is empty the peanuts out, pull the box out, which I see, so there's nothing left in the box, all empty. No handrails, I'll call them about that later. Lovely knife, it has a little safety switch on it. And here we go. Here, oh, upside down. Here is our ES40DC. This is 7519, which to my knowledge is a real locomotive, and I'll pull a picture up here for you so you can see that, and that's it. So let's get started with the model here. We have our slidey box thingy. It comes right up. No paperwork on top, just a clear view of this. Then we have a plastic tray to protect the locomotive, and then we have the locomotive itself, which looks quite nice. So it's wrapped in this plastic here. Let's just take that off, set that back in the box, and take a look at this thing. So I'll back the camera up here, back get a nice clear shot. I can't, let's see if I can get it to zoom here. Alright, so here we go. We'll start on the front. We've got ditch lights, MU hoses, airline cable in red, which I've always really liked that. We've got the 3-window cab with a little wind mirror, sun detector thingy, I don't know, whatever is on the front there. Coming on the side, I guess this will be a first complaint of mine, you can still see the electrical wire there, which you could in the previous models. Not a huge deal, but just a little peeve. The trucks are also wobbly, so I guess that'll be another complaint, but so far impression is I'm liking this thing. Got the steps on the side here, and I'll take the handrail protectors off at some point. Coming along the back here, we've got a high-placed light and the low sand filler, which is appropriate for Norfolk Southern. We have rear ditch lights, which are really cool. Trainline air hoses, MU cables, and KD couplers, I believe. Coming along on the side here, got the same deal, got red power wires, got the air tanks here, or maybe sand tanks, I don't know what those are, but they're there. Piping detail along the frame here. If I can get this to focus. That's better. And coming along the front, nice crisp clear lettering. I don't know if you can see it or not. Let's see what we got here. Nope, that's okay. It is very clear lettering. And we're back here onto the front. So now let's go to the top. And here we have, I guess, what is that, a GPS or an air conditioning thing, and whatever that little one is, same deal there. Going along, got the horn, which looks a little bit crooked, but that's no big deal at all. Got the top of little steps here, which on this one, it looks like I got all of the little steps. My BNSF, I didn't. We've got this little air thing here, and it looks like a little bit of plastic flash left over. I'll just pluck that off here. There we go, looks good. And then we got our Gevo unit, which I really like. I just like these GE Evolution locomotives. They seem to look pretty cool. So let's set it on the track here. One thing I guess I should mention is the weight is not as significant as I would have probably liked. That's not a huge deal, but it could have been more, I guess. So this is equipped with sound. So let's crank this up here. Starts right up. Let's cut these out. So sounds pretty good. Let's move this here. Let's give it a little power. Select locomotive 3. Locomotive 3 is the default. There we go. Put it into forward. And I don't think we have any lights here yet. Let's see if we can zoom in on this guy. Alrighty, let's get some lights on here. There's our headlight, which looks pretty good. Let's get our ditch lights. Oh, those are the number boards. And finally the ditch lights. Now, those look very nice. It looks like the, what is that, the port side ditch light is popping up a little bit, but I'll play around with that and try to push it back down. But these are very nice looking lights here. Let's pull you level here with the locomotive. Now let's do a quick comparison here of the older ES44AC, which had very dim ditch lights. Oftentimes the lighting can be hard to tell through the camera, but I assure you these are much brighter. So I am going to pull my ES44AC here. I'll just mute that for you there. But hopefully what you're seeing here is that the ES44AC has much dimmer lights, whereas the new models, which are all the DC models, have much brighter lights, which is a very good thing. The paint looks good. I usually use Athearn as my choice for paint because they have such a large selection of paints. So the old BNSF paint was, it looked a little different, didn't quite match, in my opinion, the paint of many other BNSF logos. But let's check out the blacks here of Norfolk Southern locomotives, and I would say those look very well matched. So, no problem running those guys together. Let's get this started here then. I'll give it a little run forward here. So there it is, jumps to about 1 or 2 speed steps, I'd say. That looks to be running very smooth. And now we'll check it out going backwards here. Just gonna move my camera here. And as you can see, there's bright rear ditch lights, look very good. Let's try the horn here. Now it makes them flash together, which is not prototypical for Norfolk Southern. They're supposed to flash, but because of the extra lights, they do not flash. So if you're a big prototypical operation buff, that may be an issue for you. But I don't anticipate that being a problem for many of you. Myself, I prefer to run them with the ditch lights just always on. I think it looks good that way. Now let's see if we can maybe get this into focus here. There we go. Nice. Alright, so let's put it in forward here. Speed step 1. And we'll try out some of the sounds here. Oh, I have a pretty dirty track, so might be an issue. Alright, so I'm going to go through the sounds. There we have the dynamic brakes. Turn those off here. Five and 6 are your light controls, so we're not going to mess with those. Those are fine as they are right now. 7. I don't really know what 7 does. Let's try 8 here. I think that mutes it. Yep, so that mutes the locomotive. So let's take it for a little run across the layout here. Those lights look very good. The sounds are extremely high quality. And super smooth mechanism. I know the sound is noisy, but there's no sound of gears or motors or anything running. So that's always nice to see. I'm going to couple it up to some coal porter cars here and then run it around the layout so you guys can see. Sounds are very nice. Alright, seems to be having trouble focusing here. Just pull it all the way back. Maybe catch it as it goes into the tunnel here. Nah, alright, we'll get it right when it comes out of the tunnel here. So I'll let that run here. I'm gonna pull the camera up here. Now let's see what kind of information comes in the box here. I'm just gonna let that stop. And let's go through the box. So maybe it's time that you are looking to program your locomotive. you're going to need to know how. And let's see if there's a instruction manual in here or anything like that. So this is what's in the box here. Underneath your foam tray, you have these two papers. So let's see. Operator and decoder functions, yada yada yada, what each thing does. Sounds great, yep. And there's also this. What does this say? This locomotive does not have alternating flashing ditch lights when the horn is activated. That's because of the extra ditch lights on the back, I believe. So that's about it that you get in the box. There is an online manual, which you can access by doing a fairly simple Google search and clicking a few of the links, and there's a good amount of information. I think 63 pages they have there. I'll see if I can pull it up for you on the screen if you're not seeing it already. And that is the manual. So this is the Norfolk Southern ES44DC, and this is running on Atlas Code 100 track right now. And this is 22-inch radius. So let's try it on a few more complicated, see what it can do. So first step here is watch it come out of the tunnel again and then stop it. And we'll take it off the track here and place it onto another test track. So here we go. Apologize for the bumpiness. This is on Atlas Code 100, but 18-inch radius track. And as you can see, it seems to be taking those quite well. Let's see if we can catch it in focus as it comes out of the tunnel here. So, no problem with the 18-inch radius track. It's taking that no problem at all. Running smoothly, no clicking, no bumping around. Just very nice. So that is the Code 100 18-inch radius track. I'd like to point out the handrails on this locomotive are prototypical to Norfolk Southern style. So if you like that prototypical stuff, it may not have your oscillating ditch lights, but it does have the proper handrails there. So let's try it on one more type of track. Over here I've got some Atlas Code 83 snap track and a switch. So pop this on here, couple it up, and give it a run around the layout. So off it goes, the sounds are revving up. And we'll catch it as it comes out around here. Here's the switch that we're working with. If I can get it focused. There's an Atlas Code 83 snap track. So here it comes. No problem at all. Taking the 83 track very nicely. And there it goes again. So now I got one more thing to show you. Let's pop this camera off here. I'll be back in 1 second with another quick segment. Alrighty, so I'm just going to run it around the layout here. Hopefully you guys can get some cool shots of it, and maybe it'll help you make a decision. So give it some speed here. Let it get over those dirty spots in the track. And off it goes. I apologize for the subpar focusing. So, I guess there you have it. That is the Intermountain ES40DC. A very nice representation of the Norfolk Southern model, well, Norfolk Southern locomotives that we see on the real railroads today. Like I said, I got it from Ulrich Models. I think I paid maybe $229, $219, something along those lines, which isn't bad. It's a good model. I recommend it if you like Norfolk Southern. As I have demonstrated with my ES44AC, they do have a decent pulling capability, despite the fact that they don't weigh much more than the Adern SD70 ACEs. So overall, I would say it's a very good model, and I highly recommend it for those of you Norfolk Southern fans. So thank you for watching, and